Hey everyone, Kim here from the Balm. I make CBD infused balms, serums, lotions, and other stuff. Today, we are going to make a hydrating hair butter, conditioning, hydrating hair butter. If you live in a cold climate like I do, where the air is dry, it's cold out, and when your hair gets dry and it's not moisturized enough, it will break. So we want to protect our hair from breaking and keep it moisturized and grow all at the same time. So stick with me. I made another hair butter video, but I wasn't really happy with those results. So I took a few ingredients out and I added a few ingredients. We're going to do some things differently. So stick with me and let's do this. Here are the ingredients. Last video, my sound wasn't working. So that's why there was music in that last hair video. But I did a test. The sound is working and I can talk through this one. But we're going to use coconut oil. Coconut oil is excellent for hydration. We're going to use black Jamaican castor oil, a little tea tree oil, lavender, and CBD oil, liquid MSM, emulsifying wax. I got some moisturizing conditioner from Ginger Lily Farms. It's fragrant free. You can get it on Amazon and it's vegan, 100% vegan, cruelty free, and it leaves your hair tangle free. So this is the conditioner base that we will be using. Sweet almond oil is good for moisture. A little bit of peppermint oil to feel the tingliness, helps with dandruff, along with the tea tree oil. And we have mango butter. I've already weighed out 5 ounces. I have a pot of hot water here that I'm going to use as a double boiler. So this doesn't touch the bottom. Turn it this way. Let's see. Bring it closer a little bit. There you go. And I have my mango butter here. And this will melt the mango butter. Let's see, closer, further. This will melt the mango butter at the temperature that I want it to be. I don't want it to melt on a high temperature or in a stove because it will melt too fast. And then when it comes back together, it'll be a little grainy. Shea butter does that if you don't melt it the right way. Mango butter, not so much. Sometimes it will. It depends on what kind you buy. But this one won't be grainy. The reason I don't use shea butter is because I found that a lot of people are allergic to shea butter. So I haven't found anyone yet who's allergic to mango butter. So, and it's good for hydration. It feels good. So we're going to stick with this for now. I'm going to add a tablespoon of the emulsifying wax. Emulsifying wax is a blender. It helps to blend it helps to blend all of your oils together, and it makes your body butter, or not body butter, your hair butter creamy. You'll see. I didn't add that in the first video, but it does help. And this is melting just the way I want it to, not too fast, not too slow. I'll come back when it's melted so you can see. That melted beautifully. It took about 5 minutes. That's all. Now I'm going to add the sweet almond oil as a carrier oil. Almond oil will soothe and moisturize your scalp. I got this off of Amazon too. I'm going to use a quarter cup. Now I'm going to put this in the freezer. Take it out. Put this in the freezer for about 5 minutes. I'm going to take it out, stir it up a little bit, and put it back in. I'm going to do that 3 times. I forgot to add coconut oil. I have a big tub. Coconut oil is excellent for moisture for your hair. Coconut oil adds shine and will, ooh, this is very hard. You can see I'm trying to scrape it out. This is about a quarter cup. This is not going to take long to melt. Coconut oil melt as soon as it touches your skin. Uh, Once this melts, then I'm going to put this in the freezer for a few minutes. Okay, the coconut oil is melted except for this one little piece. See it? It keeps running away from my spoon. There you go. It'll melt. And then I'm going to put this in the freezer for about 5 minutes. I let this sit in the freezer for about a half hour, a little bit too long because I had company, had to feed the dog. I got a little busy. So we're going to break this up a little bit. And then I'm going to mix it some to break it up, and I'm going to refreeze it or put it in the refrigerator, not the freezer. It's still a little, you can see where it didn't freeze all the way through. So I just want to make sure that it mixes well. Got the hand mixer. It's still really creamy. And I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator or freezer. I'll probably put it back in the freezer for about another 5, 6, 7 minutes. And I'm back. This has been the freezer for another 20 minutes. Got a phone call. I got distracted. Let me break this up. We're going to add more oils and mix it up. I'll be back once this is broken. I'm going to mix the oils. This is a CBD oil. So I want this a little more than 1 milliliter. CBD has omega 6, 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids that help seal moisture in your for your hair. And we're going to, this is liquid MSM. And it's, I'm going to try to say it, methyl sulfonamethane. It has sulfur in it. Sulfur is good for your hair. It has like a key component of keratin. It has a lot of proteins. I just call it MSM. Let's see how much do I want it. Like maybe like a half a teaspoon. This is a teaspoon. The last time I made the body butter, it was a little greasy. That's about a half. Hopefully this time, with the way I'm doing it. This is black Jamaican castor oil. Castor oil is good for moisture. Castor oil helps to promote hair growth. And it's also will help prevent hair breakage. Now we have lavender oil, which happens to be my favorite. My favorite essential oil is lavender oil. It does a myriad of things. It helps to reduce inflammation. I'm going to use a whole teaspoon. It deep conditions your hair, helps to keep it shiny, and it helps to control dandruff. I also have a little bit of tea tree oil because tea tree oil, I'm going to use a half a teaspoon. No, I'm not. Whole teaspoon. Tea tree oil is antibacterial. So if you have any bacterial infections going on in your head, this will help with that. Jojoba oil is good for moisture. Remember, this is an extra moisturizing hair butter. 2 teaspoons. We're going to mix all this up. We're going to add it to our butters and give it another mix, and then put that back in the refrigerator this time, not the freezer. I forgot peppermint. Peppermint is good. It helps to control dandruff. It will help heal your scalp. It takes the itch out of your scalp. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons, and it smells good. It helps your scalp feel clean. All of these items can be found on Amazon. I started mixing this already. It's still kind of cold. You see how it's still stuck in the beaters. So I'm trying to mix it up. What I think I'm going to do is add the oils, and hopefully that will loosen it up. That should help. But let's see. See how cold this still is? I'll be back. I'm going to continue to mix. It's whipping up nicely. Still cold. As you can tell. But it's coming together nicely. I like the way it looks. A few more ingredients we're going to add. And we're going to wrap this up. I had to let it thaw for about an hour, actually. And I stirred it some. And I like the texture. I'm going to stir it a bit more. Add a few more ingredients. And we will be done. It's still a little thick. And that's okay for now. Because I still have to add the conditioner. It's thick. Y'all are here with me for the good and the bad and the ups and the downs. So if I make a mistake, you'll know what not to do. And when I get it right, you'll know what to do. Yes? Yes. Nice. I'm going to add 1 cup of this Ginger Lily Farms moisturizing conditioner. That. The emulsifying wax is what's going to help this blend together. All right, mixer. Is that loud? This looks foamy. I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator, not the freezer, but the refrigerator this time. I'll be back in 10 minutes. It does have a foamy texture, but I want it to be a little more creamy. All right, I'm back. It's been about 15-20 minutes in the refrigerator. So I'm going to try to whip it up again. And we'll see. I'm going to add another teaspoon of the jojoba oil to make it a little more creamy. That's better. That's much better. You see that? It's light, it's airy. I like it. I will test this out in a few days because I have to take my hair down and I'm going to get it rebraided. And in between that time, I'm going to use this and give it a deep condition. That will be in another video. But for now, let's put this in a jar and store it. I'm going to see what it feels like also. Let me get here's a spoon. It's greasy, but it's not a heavy grease. We'll see how well it works for detangling. Let's get this in a jar. Will be very good for moisturizing, keeping your hair and your scalp moist. This is a 4-ounce jar. You see that? All right, this is the finished product. This batch, these are again 4-ounce jars. So we have 3 full jars, and this jar isn't quite full. So as I said, remember all of the essential oils that I have listed or showed you in the video, you don't have to use all of them. You don't have to use any of them. You can find out and Google for yourself what essential oil works best for your hair and your hair type. And you're really just taking the oils and you're mixing them with the butters. And that way your hair conditioning butter is just for you. These are the few that I like and I like to try to use on my hair for moisture. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like. All of those things helps my channel, helps put me in the YouTube algorithm so other people can see the video. I appreciate you guys very, very much. I will see you in the next one. Hey everyone, Kim here from the Balm.